welcome back to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. It is Friday, and I'm gonna say this, and hopefully it's a popular opinion. Friday night is better than the entirety of Saturday. And so that's why I'm letting you know that in 5 hours at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 hours after this video's initial release at 2 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time Zone, I'll be streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv/JetsKiller ADW. I'll be going live there at 7 p.m. EST. Check the comment section for my pinned comment saying I'm going live in 5 hours, and then it will say I'm going live now. Also there, you can find my Twitch link. Click on it and it'll take you straight to my Twitch page. But if you missed the stream, it's fine. Subscribe to this channel that you see right here, Jets Killer Optimal. I upload all my streams right there, past, present, and future. And so, with that being said, let's go ahead and enter into the fish processing plant that is Fabrikk. I don't know what it is, guys, but it just seems like I upload this map a lot. I hope y'all don't mind. I really hope. My favorite map is Down Valley. That's my favorite map. But it just seemed like this map right here is... some shit's always happening on this map. Like, when you find a picture the first time that you loot a dresser. You know? Like, some shit always happens on this map. Same thing with field content on my streams. Some shit always happens on field content. You feel me? Now, I could have stayed, and I could have looted all those houses to get more XP. But here's the thing. There's a fine line. There's a balance you gotta maintain between looting and moving. You don't want to stay someplace too long, because the spawns are designed in this game to where people will move in a certain direction, depending on where stuff is at. And when two people come across each other off a spawn, most players, they're going to start banging it out. Like this. That's one of the rare times that you'll ever see me shoot somebody and it won't be at their head. Remember the bigger picture here, folks. The container is right there to my left. There's houses overlooking the container right there to my right. If you think I'm about to loot that container on a rainy ass map where it was hard enough to see to try to hit that first guy in the head and I missed, you got me fucked up. This is why I'm checking my surroundings. It's okay to get XP in this game, but just like Burnout, you take risk, you get reward. The higher the risk, the more reward you get. But sometimes, is the risk worth the reward? If I do get that container and I walk out of it, I would have got killed. You heard how specific that one gunshot was? Think about the bigger picture. This is why I'm up here. I know this map, I would like to think. And people do come off that hill to try to loot this entire area. But you see, every time you shoot in this game, you give away your location. No matter what kind of gun you have. If it's a crossbow, then you're pretty much 100% set, because who's going to hear a crossbow across the map? You know what I'm saying? But there are some things that this game won't teach you. And I don't know if I uploaded the video where I first discovered this tactic, but mortar strikes are more useful than you think. And it's not for the striking ability. And devs, if you patch this out, I'm uninstalling the game. It's really hard to hide your silhouette against gray, let alone a very brightly colored green. Think light-skinned Shrek. But sometimes you don't need Shrek's cousin from LA skin tone to show you where people are. I say that, and look at that. That's the sound of somebody opening the container aggressively. Here's my question. Where the fuck is the speakers that make the alarm go off on the container? That's my question, but hey, let me not try to break the Vigor logic. That's a Vigor. And I didn't tell you all this because it's implied, but some of you might be new here and don't know this game entirely. You see that barn way over there in the distance? There is 2 people that spawned near it, and one of them survived. That one is this guy with his PSD. PSDs throw a wrench into my plans. Because how am I going to kill somebody in one shot when they're off their guard, when the PSD will tell them you should be on guard or not? And this is why I'm relocating. Even though I got pinged on that hill, what's to stop that guy from just chasing me, or chasing the dot, rather, up said hill? You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm relocating. Think about the bigger picture. But sometimes you can be in the bigger picture and you don't even know it. As I hear footsteps. Now, where are those footsteps coming from? They could be in a tunnel beneath me, because a time safe just went off, or one of the padlocks on a time safe just went off. But there's a pier over here as well. Remember that thin line I told y'all about last night? That thin line between approach and detect? I almost crossed it. No, actually, I think I did cross it. You seen how that guy was aiming at me for like 2 seconds and then he stopped? The only reason why he stopped is because he wasn't looking at me. He was checking his map. And to the guy who's walking out the bridge right now, shout out to you. Because you actually got me this kill. You distracted that guy enough to where he was standing still in the open, looking at his map. And facing me too. So, headshot? Yes. However, what's the bigger picture here? Well, that guy's currently running away. I'm not going to catch him. You will never catch. Well, actually, I say that. You know what? Let me not even finish that sentence because caffeine's a thing in this game. So you can catch. And that's all I'm going to say. Actually, no, that's not all I'm going to say. You can catch a bullet to the head, too. So as you all know, or if not, if you're new to the channel, I have 2 favorite weapons in the entire game. The VSS Ventures and the HBAR-T. If I manage to snag either one of those weapons off somebody, best believe I'm playing the game really safe. Really safe. Until further notice. If I see an Outlander and they're not paying attention to what they're doing, then yeah, I'm going to take a shot. But as far as doing anything risky, like going for an airdrop, like how we heard that one dude who just got a time safe start running in that exact direction, and is probably set up right now to participate in the last second meta, I'm not going to worry about him. Also, let us not forget, I got a picture. But do you hear that? Matter of fact, do you see that? That's what I was afraid of happening. That detector is right there. There's a guy with a bugle. Still in this match. If I'm going to get that buried cache, I gotta some way, somehow sneak past a guy who we already know has a PSD on him. Because he used one of them. And he might got, what, 2 more because of the container. And then stay still long enough. No, find the buried cache. Then stay still long enough to retrieve everything from the cache. Then loot everything from the cache. And then leave. I don't like those odds. And if you're wondering, Jet, you just measured out like 4 steps. Think about it, guys. Do you find a buried cache instantly? Well, sure, if you know exactly where it is. But time is a limited resource in life, let alone this game. I think I can, if I can get this cache, snag the fuel out of it, and use it to get to that exit, never mind. Never mind. That bugle found somebody at that exit, and now he's killing him. Everything that happens in your encounters gives you information. It's up to you to put it together. We know that bugle's over there to that exit. What's stopping him right now? What is stopping him right now from going back up to that detector and hitting it once again? Now, if I pull the ultimate sneak play and sneak past him as he's running up to use the detector again, which I know he is, I might can get the cache and I might can run away. But like I said before, I got a whole HBAR-T on my back. A new one off somebody else. I'm not going to do anything risky. I say that, yet look exactly where I'm running toward. The airdrop. If you're asking me through your TV right now, Jet, how is that risky? You must not know the last second meta is. The last second meta is where people will wait until the very last second before they do anything. I'm gonna let that sentence simmer in your brain. Now, reason number 2. People won't count the airdrop. They'll count the exits near an airdrop. They'll count an area around the area of the airdrop. Yes, I said that right. The area around the area of the airdrop. And so right now, I'm praying that I don't hear crows. And in case you didn't know, crows mean death. In poetry, and in this game. Crows mean that there's somebody at that exit that you're running toward, or somebody's behind you as you're approaching said exit. But in this case, I'm fine. This was an example of understanding and utilizing. Understanding the information that you're presented and using it. I survived because I put pieces together in the back of my head thanks to what the game was telling me. I could have been riskier, but would I have survived? Who would you place your money on, folks? An H-bar T, a very safe, very headshot-worthy H-bar T, or a Bugle, who already demonstrated they had a PSD on them and has used a detector one time to find somebody near an exit. I mean, he could have left. He could have. But what if you take that risk and you get rewarded with death? Because you don't know what your opponent's going to do. You can't see them all the time. You got to go off of what you hear. Gunshots, he found somebody. Detector, he's trying to find somebody else. By the time I passed him, he was probably going to use a detector again. I ain't got time. But I hope you have learned something from this video, from this episode. And if you would like to watch me play live on Season 12, then check out my stream, happening in 5 hours. Hope to see you there. Peace.